Okay, so my name is Levis Ndongo. I'm a student at Strathmore University and
Studying?
I'm studying finance and I'm Kenyan.
Good.
My name is Mary Jane Gitau. I'm a student at Strathmore, studying finance as well.
Okay. Welcome to Afrika Tuungane. So let's begin with our first question. So if you're given an opportunity today to choose one African country to travel there as a tourist, so which country are you going to?
I think for me I'll choose Rwanda.
Rwanda?
Yeah.
So leo hii ukipewa fursa uchague nchi moja ya Afrika uende kama mtalii utachagua Rwanda?
Nitachagua Rwanda.
What about you? Which country will you go to?
I would go to Egypt.
Egypt.
Yeah.
So let's begin with you. So what do you like most, or what do you know about Egypt that would make you want to go to Egypt?
It has one of the 7 wonders of the world, that is the pyramids. So I would really like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else that interests you about Egypt?
Yeah, their culture, they have a different calendar compared to the normal calendar we use, so that's an interesting thing.
Great. What about you? Why would you want to go to Rwanda?
So I'll go to Rwanda because it's one of the cleanest cities in Africa. As you just see, the whole roads, they have beautiful trees, beautiful landscape. So I'd like to experience that. And also they have good infrastructure when it comes to sports. They have big stadiums, they are on a big to host the next AFCON. So yeah, I'd like to experience that.
Great. Another question for you guys. So let's talk about that one African country that you guys don't know much about. Probably just the name. But which, given an opportunity, you would want to learn more about it, explore it, and maybe visit someday. So we begin with you. Which is that one African country?
I'd say Eritrea.
Eritrea. So why Eritrea?
Currently, it's one of the safest countries in Africa. So I would like to understand what really makes it safe that people are traveling to Eritrea just because of the safety of the country.
Ah, great. What about you?
Okay, for me it will be one of the West African countries, maybe Togo, maybe Ghana. Yeah, I believe I like to see their culture and experience it, the West African culture, and also it's one of the growing side of Africa. Yeah.
Great. So today being the 25th day of May 2025, today, exactly 62 years ago, the Organization of African Union, or what is today known as the African Union, was established. So let's talk about African leadership. So which is that one African country that you guys see as a model country in terms of leadership, the democracy, the politics, generally the way the country is governed? So we begin with you. Which is that model African country for you? Kwa uongozi.
I don't know if people call me biased, but then again I'll say Rwanda.
Rwanda.
It's be Rwanda.
Why Rwanda? What do you like about Rwanda's style of leadership?
I mean, it might have some, undemocratic as per the rumors, but then again you see that their leader is stoic. He knows what he wants. He knows what his vision for the country, and I just think that helps Rwanda to be one of the good countries to govern.
Great. What about you?
I'd say Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso?
Yeah.
Why Burkina Faso?
It's been trending for the past few months because of their new leader. He has made efforts to completely abolish corruption. He is using their own people within Burkina Faso to invest. He's not getting foreign investors in the country. And the country has improved significantly, and that's a really good leader fellow African leaders could emulate.
Great. So still on African leadership, I want you guys as young people to address the African Union, specifically the African Union Commission and the highest decision-making body in Africa, the African Union Assembly of Heads of State and Governments. So what would you guys want to see those two institutions doing for Africans and Africa, especially for the young people? Africa is the youngest continent in the world. So what would you guys want to see the AU and the AUC doing for young people in Africa? We start with you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do, but first of all, I'll say let them open the borders. You see, there's a lot of trade tariffs, there's a lot of closing of borders. We are using too many different currencies, and we're also even trading in dollars sometimes. So I believe if African Union can come together, open the borders, make the tariffs, lower the tariffs, use either one common currency to trade, I think that will make Africa grow and grow and grow.
Great. What about you?
I would say I would want more young people in leadership spaces compared to the current regimes, because young people have different mindsets, they think differently, so it would be nice to see new ideas, not what we have been used to. An old person is a leader, probably younger people in spaces of leadership.
Great. So finally, as Kenyan citizens, I want you guys to talk to me about what you like about your fellow Kenyans. Ni nini munapenda sana kuhusu wa Kenya ambayo mungependa other African countries to emulate, waige? It could be a behavior, an aura, a vibe, anything you like about Kenyans that you want other Kenyans to emulate, other Africans to emulate, I mean.
I'll say the welcoming culture. You see in Kenya, wherever you go, let's say you're traveling to another country, you'll find them like they're welcoming. They welcome you, they start laughing with you, they share their food, they share their songs with you. And so I believe like that if we can represent, if that can be replicated everywhere, I think it will be a good thing.
Great. What about you?
I would say Kenyans call out any behavior that they don't like or something they think is unjust, which is something very many African countries do not do just because of their current regimes. And so that is something other countries could emulate just to make the people who are in leadership work more. So Kenyans are really vocal about their issues. They don't let anything slide, which is something other African countries could emulate.
Great. So one of the main mission of Afrika Tuungane, United States of Africa, this program, is to petition the African Union, specifically the Assembly of Heads of State and Government, to get or rather find one African language and use it as a common language for all Africans, a form of a lingua franca, because you guys realize in Africa we don't have a common language and a lingua franca. We use colonial languages, the likes of English, French, Portuguese, Arabic, all those languages that were left behind by the colonizers. So we are petitioning the African Union to adopt Kiswahili to be taught across all levels of education in a bid to make it a common African language and lingua franca for all Africans. So do you guys support us in this mission?
Yeah, I mean, yes, it will be a good thing for like Africa to have one common language. Again, it will contribute to what I had said about opening up borders and people understanding each other way better. So yeah, I think it's a good initiative.
Thank you.